So 2 days ago, I did a story out of Kenya where they had claimed that this suspect had confessed to unaliving 42 women. Once I posted this story on my page, people that are from Kenya was like, you need to look into that a little bit further. This person says, please take the Kenyan one with a pinch of salt. We're currently going through a very toxic relationship with our government, especially the police. Most people are not buying it as facts aren't adding up, and it's more likely a cover up. And someone else says, regarding Kenya, I'm fiercely against femicide, but this needs to be cleared. Kenya has a femicide problem, but this case is very suspect. Basically, these were not female body parts. These were 8 bodies found by locals, not the police, not 42. There are suspicions that these were likely people that were unalived by the police during the protest, as they were very fresh bodies. The man was tortured into confessing. I'm not saying he's innocent of unaliving his wife or any other unaliving, but in Kenya, we know very well that it takes them a very long time to investigate anything. And this was basically dealt with within a day or two of finding the bodies due to locals not trusting the police. Read what the locals are saying about this. Okay, now, because of these comments, I went and actually did some more digging. And I'm very thankful for the people that do comment and recognize that sometimes I will get it wrong and that I do need a local perspective. Okay, so this article is titled, Who's Fooling Whom in the Quarry Unaliving Mystery? And this man is Acting Inspector General of the National Police Service, Douglas Kanja. The bullet points on this: what you need to know. The discovery of multiple bodies in Mukuru Kwa Injinga slums exposes Kenya's lack of missing persons database and raising questions about police effectiveness. The case highlights longstanding issues of police misconduct and the public's distrust in law enforcement. While authorities quickly arrested a suspect and labeled him a serial unaliver, many Kenyans remain skeptical, demanding a thorough and unbiased investigation. It says, while Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja said that 10 bodies had been recovered by July 15th, locals contradicted this, claiming that over 15 bodies had been found. This is enough bad news to terrify anyone. Now, as a true Kenyan, you know that there are 2 different kinds of mathematics, the government maths and the Wajinku maths. I won't ask you to pick a side. Now, as you can see right here, it says, Collin County police tortured me to confess to the quarry unalivings. So then I go into this article, and that's basically what it's saying. He says that he was tortured to confess. The investigation into the dumping of bodies at Nairobi's quarry dump site has taken a new turn after the supposed unaliver, Collins Jamesu Kalisia, told the Makadara court that police tortured him and forced him to confess. So we shall see. And like I said in the commentary, I am thankful that the Kenyans jumped in and said, take a look at this. And obviously, if this man is being railroaded, that's one thing. But like someone else said, he could have possibly deleted his wife. That is possible. But with all that's going on with Kenya protesting these taxes from President Ruto, all of these bodies popping up is probably that, plus them tacking on bodies to that man. Okay, join the conversation. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. So earlier today, someone sent me a news article talking about the arrest of 4 people that were connected with a human trafficking ring. Since it was Texas, I was thinking, something different. But look at these names. These names clearly look Indian. So this definitely threw me for a loop because I definitely misjudged. We got a Chandan Dasareddy, we got a Dwaraka Gunda, we got Shantus Katkuri, and we got Anil Male. All right, so police say a tip from a pest control worker led to a bust of Collin County human trafficking ring. Court documents obtained by WFAA reveal the victims were lured by the chance of a computer programming internship. It's the ultimate see something, say something story. Police say a pest control worker showed up to exterminate a home on Ginsburg Lane in Princeton, but got suspicious when he realized folding tables were the only furniture. Suitcases filled several rooms, and there was one air mattress for more than a dozen women. His company called Princeton Police, and police say that tip led to the bust of a major forced labor trafficking ring operated in Collin County and beyond. In my 20 years of being in Princeton, there is nothing of this magnitude that has happened or anything along these lines that I'm aware of, said Princeton Police Chief James Waters. 15 victims, all women between 23 and 26 years old, were discovered in the Ginsburg Lane home. But the police believe the ring has been operating for 3 to 5 years, and there could be more than 100 victims, men and women. 4 people have now been arrested and charged with trafficking. You guys know I've already tried to struggle with those names, but you can see them here. Court documents obtained by WFAA revealed at least 3 of the 4 suspects claimed to be citizens of India. According to a probable cause affidavit, the victims told police Dasa Reddy picked them all up from an airport for what they believe to be an internship to learn Java scripting. But police say, based on the laptops, cell phones, printers, and fraudulent documents they seized at multiple locations, they believe the women were actually working for multiple computer programming shell companies. The affidavit says once the women got other jobs, the companies they worked for would pay Kat Corey's and Gunda's company, and then the couple would take 20% of the salary and give the rest to the women. In the meantime, police say the women were living in poor conditions, sleeping 5 to 8 to a room on mats, blankets, or a single air mattress. It was illegal labor. Since the initial tip, police say they discovered multiple other locations in Princeton, Melissa, McKinney, and beyond that were involved. This is wild. And like I said, since it was Texas, my mind went to like Mexican people or whatever being trafficked. So seeing these Indian people doing this definitely threw me for a loop. But go ahead and weigh in. What do you think about this situation? Don't forget to like, comment, and share. So I have been following China's birth rate woes for a while, but according to this Newsweek article, China is hiding a population secret, analyst says. China has long been overreporting its population. Over 100 million people fewer than officially claimed, a Chinese demographer told Newsweek. University of Wisconsin-Madison researcher Yi Fengxi said the censuses China carries out every 10 years are seriously overestimated in an effort to match official estimates. The annual data should be corrected with the census data, he said. China's population, which Beijing put at 1.41 billion as of 2023, remains the second largest in the world, surpassed last year by India. Questions over the population calculation come as the country grapples with the twin challenges of dropping fertility rates and a growth in the number of senior citizens, a trend many analysts fear will drag on the country's economy. China's fertility rate, or births expected per woman during her lifetime, amid the rising cost of living in major cities and the shifting cultural attitudes towards having children, is 1. This puts the country in company of neighboring South Korea at 0.72, Japan at 1.2, and Taiwan, which is estimated to be about 0.85. Yi called the implications of inaccurate population reporting hard to overstate. It means that China's decades of population control policies are all wrong, and that all of China's economic, foreign, and defense policies, as well as those of the US and other countries toward China, are based on faulty demographic data. The researchers cited China's Statistics Bureau earlier reports that there had been about 203 million births between 1991 and 2000 and 79 million deaths, putting the population estimate at 1.27 billion for the turn of the century. The 2000 census came up short, so officials launched a campaign to add tens of millions of missing people, bringing the official population close to initial estimates, Yi said. But a closer look at demographics showed a glaring disparity, Yi said. Around 164.24 million babies were born between 1991 and 2000. After accounting for these births and subtracting deaths and net migration, there were about 40 million fewer Chinese than reported. Newsweek did reach out to the UN's Population Division and the Chinese Foreign Ministry via email requests for comment. Incentives to inflate population figure. China dropped its 3-decade one-child policy in 2016, allowing for two, and from 2022, 3 children per family. Yi said the country should have ended this policy in 1991, the year he believes China's fertility rate dropped below the replacement level of 2.1 births per woman. In 2023, China's population was officially reported as 1.41 billion, a decline of approximately 2.08 million from the previous year. Yet Yi maintains the true figure is about 130 million people smaller. In fact, the UN's population projections for China have always been wildly exaggerated. He pointed out that the global body's 2012 estimate for China was about 1.44 billion, which the country has never reached. Dr. Yi is an early and courageous individual to criticize China's harmful birth control policies, said Feng Wang, professor and chair of the University of California, Irvine's sociology department. I said the exact same thing. The woman who sent me this article, I was like, that is wild that he would come out and do this. We know how they are with whistleblowers of this magnitude. So I really hope that that man is safe. But Wang disputes Yi's conclusion. Scholars in China and the UN have analyzed these and other data. Not a single person has discovered such a huge discrepancy. So that's what Wang said of Yi's conclusions. But even the fact that Yi is even willing to say that this government is probably off is wild to me. Okay, so now I'm about to show you this graph. This graph is how China's population could look by mid-century. So the blue side are men or the males, and the red side are the girls or women. So I'm going to show you, when I show you the bigger graph, to see the bottom of it, the top part cuts off. But you can see already from this where the boys or the male side is outweighing the female side, right? And here's the bigger graph. What China has done to the males of this country is horrific. The one child rule, plus the way it was deleting so many girl babies, it has caused this disparity. If you look down here, the total population is over 1.26 billion, according to these numbers, or the prospects going forward. So if you look at the male to female, it looks like there are going to be over 13 more than 13 million males than females at this particular time. That is a lot of males that will never be married off or have a partner, a prospective partner, if these women decide that they want to pair off at all. So, and then you look down here, you see where when they get older, how there's so many more women than men. So it says to me that because these men are not getting married, that they're dying off earlier because the women are having a longer life, despite the fact that there are less girls being born in this country. So I just wanted to show you guys these numbers. And with that, I'm going to end this news article. It is a little bit longer, so you can go check it out. But the numbers, I'm sure that that these numbers could be off, and you know that the Chinese people and most governments want to protect their secrets. So hopefully that whistleblower will be safe for even having the nerve to come forward with this speculation. All right, join the conversation. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.